as our democracy and freedom has been attacked and violated throughout the world. For example, Julian Assange has been jailed due to his releasing illegal information about, political party, Democratic Party in U.S. and some other government illegal acts. He's just simply a messenger. However, none of the wrongdoers in the government had been prosecuted. Instead, Assange had been put in jail. That's very dangerous for freedom of speech, because imagine without freedom of speech and media, there would be just simply propaganda, and people we have less and less voice. So we need to really fight and help releasing Assange. And also what's going on in Venezuela, which is I'm glad at least that the coup had failed. But right now Venezuela embassy in Washington DC had been there are reporters in there that basically not allowing to receive food and being locked down sort of by surrounded by pro-coup or pro-Guaido, mostly white Venezuelans, with the help of our police. Basically the police is not protecting the pro-democracy government of Venezuela. As you can see, there's videos by Jimmy Dore that you can say that these pro-Guaido and pro-coup, while verbally attacked one of the reporter with racist remarks, which is outrageous. I really hope that more Americans go to the embassy, I think in Washington DC, and participate in the pro-democracy, and make sure that there be no more coup or no more war or force that would go to Venezuela. The government let the people resolve their own differences, and these pro-Guaido are very minority, mostly white, European, that they want to overtake the socialist government of Maduro's, which is actually socially is not a bad thing. It's actually helping majority people, make sure that people live in harmony, and if run properly, it will prosper. Everybody, including the rich and the poor, and the environment, keeping the environment safe. And people with minimum housing, food, good transportation, healthcare. So everybody have access to healthcare and free education and things like that, which is not a bad thing. Instead of spending money at war and keep corporate tax breaks and subsidy, which is opposite of what socialists supposed to do. Right now we're giving money through tax or tax break or subsidy to big corporations, and allow big corporations to control the government. So we need to make sure that the coup or U.S., I would say, illegal or mafia government is trying to take over Venezuela, and that would cause a lot of suffering to the people. And also, Trump administration is pushing hard to go to war with Iran by sending warship there, and threaten, provoked Iran if they act in any way to U.S. interests or allies' interests, they will be attacked. That's simply a declaration of war. When you blockade or you threaten, you send ships to warships to a country and threaten them, if they do anything, or maybe they didn't do anything, but basically provoking war. So I think the Democratic Party should do something, to stop this madness, these warmongering policies. So hopefully more and more Americans, I need to hit the street and go to the embassy and show force. You cannot sit and just watch sports all the time. I think you need to find out what's going on instead of watching mainstream media. Go to alternate alternative medias on YouTube and social media, and get the facts on both sides. Again, it's you have to be informed of what's going on, and check your sources, across, to make sure you know from different media, different news, and across internationally, so to make sure that you're getting the pretty accurate information, and make sure is supporting democracy, humanity, not simply corrupted corporations that destroying the environment. I think now they're talking about going to the Arctic and start drilling, because I think the ice melted, or the seawater receded, and now they want to drill for stuff, instead of maintain the environment there. That's very crucial to the climate and the global beings, animal, human beings in sustainable, or preventing them from going extinct. So instead of these corporations want to destroy more environment, so we got to stop that madness. So anyway, it's the world, the goods against the evil of corrupted money and illegal activities, thugs that are violating our democracy and freedom. So people need to stand up to show force, because these guys, I would say racist or globalists, corrupted globalists, they're a very small number. If the people, including some good corporations, join force together, whether on the street or in the embassy, Venezuela embassy, show force, we would change course pretty rapidly. In Europe, with climate protests, all of that, with the children, school students protesting, all of that is really sending a very strong signal that we have to stop the pollution and degradation of natural resources, and for everybody's survival, basically. So anyway, please support, go on the street, do whatever you can, call your representatives, call your police, and make sure they do their job at the embassy. Make sure they're not attacking or keep the pro-democracy people away, and let the pro-coup and racists occupying the embassy and staffing the reporters inside Venezuela embassy. So peace, love, and prosperity. I will talk to you folks later. Bye.